expect that a lot of people will have their preconceived notions about what they want and how they're going to get where they want to go in life will just be completely turned on its head.
I'm interested in learning on how to go forward with establishing a nonprofit and how to combat those hard situations that come to you. And I feel like there's a solution to everything, but since I'm young, I don't understand how to go about solving these hard dilemmas. So I think coming here will give me that new lens, a new way of looking at situations and seeing how I can overcome those situations.
My name is Spud Marshall. I am a social entrepreneur, and I also help run the student programming for all of the Sullivan Foundation. So as a foundation, we work with 70 universities across the American Southeast who really care about service, change-making, social entrepreneurship, and so we help create opportunities and connections for students to get plugged into that world, more than they are at their current universities.
So I'm Kelly Fuquay. I'm the president of the Social Entrepreneurship Club at Campbell University.
And my name is Daphne Doan, and I'm the vice president of the Social Entrepreneurship Club at Campbell University.
We went to the retreat this past spring and absolutely loved it. I was invited the day of like 5 days before the retreat started, and I was still about to back out, but I fell in love with the program and I became the club president that sponsors the trip. And then now that all of our ideas have come back to this retreat and that we're working on.
Yes, I had signed up to go to the retreat not knowing exactly what I was signing up for, so I kind of came in a little blindsided, but I fell in love with the concept, the idea of working on projects, kind of bringing out like what social changes and what Sullivan does itself. If it wasn't for that experience at the spring retreat, I wouldn't be where I am today in the Social Entrepreneurship Club at Campbell.
My name is Tony Weaver Jr. and I'm the founder of Weird Enough Productions. I'm a filmmaker interested in seeing how media can be used to provoke social change. This weekend, I really expect to be of service to the students. I started my organization when I was a junior in college, and there were a lot of things that I didn't know. And even though I'm only 1 year out of college, I feel like I've learned so much. So over the course of this weekend, what I like to do for students is to take everything that I've learned over the last year, put it in a condensable way so that they can learn it and they won't have to deal with the same things I dealt with.
So one of the things that we do in the very beginning of the retreat is we give people a chance to see a whole spread of different issues that might really connect and resonate with them. And we do a really simple activity where people can actually step into different issues, try them on for size, and see who else in the room might care about those issues. And I remember specifically on this first night stepping into one of these issues and seeing 3 people come together that shared this incredibly similar interest that often right in life we would have passed by one another and not even connected, but by giving people a space to actually step in and connect over similar things, I saw all these light bulbs popping off in their head. And then over the course of the next day, right, they were talking about how to collaborate on projects and all kinds of things. So I think that's the magic of what happens is these ideas are sparked and these connections are sparked, and then the rest of the weekend we just kind of see where they go.
I've learned a lot from this weekend. I've learned how to overcome these problems, and I've learned a lot about the difference between LLCs, EINs, and fiscal sponsorship and 501c3s, and that's kind of the reason I kind of came here to understand these different titles and what each encompasses. And I learned a lot about stocks, and I've learned how to become more confident with myself and how to pursue my nonprofit organization when I go back home.
I had a student come up to me at the very end of the retreat, and English was his second language, and he put his hand on my shoulder and he looked at me in the eye, and he was kind of reserved the whole time, and he said, "You matter, and I will not forget you." So there's a way some interaction happened that impacted his life that 10 years from now, this retreat is going to stick out and have shifted the course that he was going on. And perhaps it was an inner shift of confidence or an outer shift of actually trajectory. There's something very cool about that.